getting ready in the morning, it can get pretty time consuming, especially when you have a deadline and you have to rush out the door. But microblading, it might actually be the perfect way to cut down on that daily beauty regimen and make you look fantastic no matter how much time you have. Microblading Art Center has gathered some of the best trained artists at their location. And here to tell us more, we have Michelle Gillis, we have Kathy, and we have Laterica. Welcome, ladies. Great to have you here on the show. Okay, so for our viewers who may not be as familiar, help them understand what exactly is microblading.
Microblading is semi-cosmetic procedure and creates individual hair strokes and creates a beautiful eyebrow shape.
Okay, so this is a way to have that wonderful look with your eyebrow where you don't have to apply makeup every single morning, and some days, depending on how much time you have, it really doesn't turn out the way you want it to, right?
Yeah.
This is a permanent, beautiful look always. So what would you say is the typical response from clients after they come to get their microblading treatment done?
Well, many people fail to realize how important brows are until they don't have them. So we see a lot of clients that have gone through chemotherapy or have had alopecia or sparse brows. So when they have the final reveal, they are completely amazed and emotional about how this process completes their face. It's really rewarding.
I love how you said that. You know, it completes their face, right?
Yes.
They see themselves again. They're like, oh, I didn't realize that was missing until now.
Right.
Because it's all filled in. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay, so I understand, though, too, that there's different procedures to get this done, especially when it comes to different skin types. So explain that further.
So that's the benefit of coming to Microblading Art Center, because we understand clients' skin types, such as oily and dry skin.
Okay, so your actual type of complexion will be impacted from the microblading, or the microblading will be impacted by it. So then there's different approaches that you would use.
Yes.
Okay, and I understand too that there's different levels of artists as well. There's a level 1 artist, and it goes up from there. So tell us a little more about what that means when someone comes in to get their microblading done.
So that is correct. The Microblading Art Center is a complete training facility. So not only do we provide training, but we are committed to artist development. So our level 1 artists, when they come in, they have an extensive process before and extra training before they're allowed on the floor to actually see clients. There's so many people that have taken a one-day training course and then they're out tattooing faces.
Ooh.
So our level 1 artists, before they even touch anyone, they are experienced. So once the client comes in, and then they see that artist. So even level 2, they have about 100 artists under their 100 procedures under their belt before they even to qualify.
Okay, so even to be level 1, you have to have a certain amount of experience to even have that title in itself. Which Kathy, I know you are a level 1 artist, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if somebody comes in and they have a level 1 artist, in addition to knowing that they already have that experience, is there any other reason too why people should feel confident in that experience itself, working with a level 1 artist?
Right, so even at level 1, Michelle sits in on all of the procedures. So she is able to, guide them and make sure that they are completing a total brow.
Whoa, and I think we're looking at some of the images too. Kathy, I understand this is some of your work, right?
Yes, they are.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, and this is testament to what you're talking about, the fact that, there is experience included as well with the level 1 artists too.
Yeah.
And I understand that the procedure itself is priced as well on the level of the skill set or ability of that artist. So if somebody wants this, but they have a certain price point they have to hit, this is a very viable option for them.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, great. So once the procedure is done, though, help our viewers understand what type of care do they need to take with their eyebrows.
Okay, so with the aftercare, it's very important with the aftercare procedure. For the next 10 days after the treatment, we tell our clients not to get their eyebrows wet. That includes no cleansers, no cream, and no makeup.
Okay.
We also tell our clients to stay away from the sun, no picking on the scalp, and no rubbing on the treated areas.
Okay.
We also send our clients home with A and D ointments. They can apply a thin layers on their brows 3 times a day for the next 10 days.
And then that's for optimal healing and optimal results.
Yes.
And how long do the results last?
Okay, typically with microblading, it's different than traditional tattoos. the pigments are not implemented as deep as the traditional tattoo. So the color will fade naturally over time. Typically, it will last up to 3 years.
Okay.
Yes.
But still, that's a pretty extended period of time to have a procedure like this done and have that experience, that completion of your face, as you put it. And you actually have a special offer for our viewers. Tell us about that.
So right now, the Microblading Art Center is offering $50 off of procedure with a level 1 artist and $100 off procedure with a master artist.
Wonderful. That's great. So then people can go ahead and feel their absolute best, especially as we roll into the summer season, where we really don't want to wear makeup anyway, right? You don't want to have to do the fill-in. You want it to be permanent. You want to wake up. You want to look absolutely fantastic. And where can our viewers go so they can go ahead and make their appointment?
They can go to microbladingartcenter.com for more information.
Wonderful. Ladies, thank you so much. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.